Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to What to Watch this week. It's episode 3, and wow, it's been a few days since I recorded my last two episodes. I actually recorded them together so I can post them, but those were really short. They ended up being very short, like a few minute podcast episodes. But I was mainly focused on getting the episodes online on the RSS feed and I was mainly focused on getting, them available on the major podcast websites so they can be distributed and available for, a lot of people to listen to, and the audience might not be restricted that way. So that was what I was focused on, and I was busy the whole week last week with that. So because of that, the last two episodes were a little shorter, so I apologize for that, but hopefully, moving forward, I can make a little longer episodes. So as of a few days ago, my podcast should be available on all major websites like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Pandora, Amazon Music, and I'm so happy to hear that. And I'm so happy when that happened, when I got verified and it was available on all platforms. I honestly, I wasn't sure if it was going to happen, and I'm glad it did, and I'm just grateful for that. I just needed an outlet for all my, thoughts about movies and TV shows and all my recommendations to go out somewhere. And, I thought, maybe creating a podcast would be, a good idea. I have been listening to a lot of podcasts and, it was really fun. When I'm at work and I needed to, distract myself, or when I'm driving home or to office, and I just listen to podcasts, and it just helps me a lot, stay calm and gather my thoughts. So I thought I would create a podcast because of that. I always wanted to create a podcast, relating movies or TV shows because that's what I'm more knowledgeable about, I guess. Oh boy, I love watching movies and TV, and I always have all these thoughts I wanted to share, and I never, find the right people to share them with. TVs and movie, just cinema in general, is my, is what I'm most passionate about. So I'm glad I'm doing this, and hopefully, you know, I can keep doing this, and I'm gonna at least do it long enough that I get some audience and see, if there are people who listen to my thoughts, crazy people like me, I guess. But yeah, this is my actual attempt for making a podcast, and it's not going to be perfect at the beginning. I learned that, and I'm even starting to, hate my voice listening back to my recordings and such. But, I'm just learning to, go with it and make it better. And, just we'll get there hopefully. And I'm trying to stay consistent so I don't miss any weeks or episodes, the podcast episodes and posting. So hopefully I am able to do that. Okay, let's get into the recommendations on what to watch this week. My first recommendation is a TV show called Only Murders in the Building. It stars Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. And here is the synopsis on Google for this show. Three strangers share an obsession with true crime and suddenly find themselves wrapped up in one. When a grisly death occurs inside their exclusive Upper West Side apartment building, the trio suspects murder and employs their precise knowledge of true crime to investigate the truth. Perhaps even more explosive are the lies they tell one another. Soon the endangered trio comes to realize a killer might be living among themselves as they race to decipher the mounting clues before it's too late. I definitely recommend this show. I have been watching this show since it has been airing. Two first seasons are fully available as of now, and they just started airing um, s- the third season, I think, just a few days ago. So the first episodes of of season 3 are also available. And I actually started watching the show for Selena Gomez because I really like her, and um, I didn't know that the other two leads of the show are like huge comedians. So I really liked their chemistry in the show. It's, the three of them and their collaboration. That's it just makes it really fun to watch. And this show is like super funny as well. I really laugh out loud when I'm watching the show. It's really nice to look at. It's really funny as well. And the show has been very popular, and it's been nominated for a bunch of Emmys as well over the years. And because of its popularity, for season three, a lot of big stars like Paul Rudd and Meryl Streep are also, interested, and they have been casted as guest roles, in this show, which are really good from what I've seen. I've only seen the first two episodes of season three, but they look pretty good. So I am looking forward to seeing the following episodes in the coming weeks. So definitely keep an eye out for this show. It's on Hulu. It's called Only Murders in the Building. Okay, for the second recommendation, it's another TV show on Netflix. It's called The Witcher, and it stars Henry Cavill, who you probably know from, being Superman for a few years. And the Google synopsis says the Witcher Geralt, played by Henry Cavill, is a mutated monster hunter and struggles to find his place in a world in which people often prove themselves more wicked than the beast. This is more of a fantasy show, but I really like the show. Mainly, I started watching the show for Henry Cavill, but I realized the show is actually based on a video game, which is, I think, based on a book, but I am not sure. However, the show, especially season one, has been amazing. I feel like season two kind of wasn't as good as the first season, but the season three just came out and they released season three in two different parts. And I just finished watching the second part of the third season. And it's a fun TV show to watch. And if you're bored and if you like fantasy stuff and action adventure stuff, this is a really good show for you to watch. Um, I think Henry Cavill is amazing in this show. He is the Witcher, but I think I heard that he's not coming back for season four or the following seasons, and he's been replaced by Liam Hemsworth. I'm not sure how that transition is going to go. Hopefully for the better, but honestly, this whole show, based on the title, Henry Cavill was the Witcher. He is amazing as the Witcher, and hopefully the next few seasons will be good to follow too. But this last season, has been pretty good. It's a good show, good season to watch. Honestly, season two was quite bad in my opinion, so you could just skip season two and just watch season one and then just start watching season three, after watching previously on recaps. But yeah, this is a good action show. And I actually heard that Henry Cavill did not have like a stunt double in this show at all. He did all of his stunts and fight scenes, which I really like when an actor does that. So yeah, I would definitely recommend watching this, especially season one and season three. Okay, my third recommendation for this week is also a TV show on Netflix. It's called The Lincoln Lawyer. You probably heard of it. The first season was so popular and completely unexpected. It was a really good first season, and second season also did not disappoint. It is a very good uh, crime and law show, but it is very entertaining. Each episode is very entertaining. The synopsis of the show is idealistic lawyer Mickey Haller runs his practice out of the back of his Lincoln Town car, taking on cases big and small across Los Angeles. This show is a really good way to just, relax and watch something, with a little bit of suspense, a little bit of fun to watch. It's mostly the characters that make it really fun to watch. The main characters are really interesting and really fun, just watch them collaborate and, work on these, cases together as lawyers. So, I definitely would recommend watching this week if you are free. Um, again, it's called The Lincoln Lawyer, and it's on Netflix. All right, yeah. So those are the three recommendations I have for this week. Only Murders in the Building on Hulu. Only Murders in the Building on Hulu. The Witcher on Netflix, and The Lincoln Lawyer also on Netflix. There are a few movies coming out on Amazon and on Netflix, I believe, this weekend actually. So I'm gonna be watching them this week and in the following days, and keep you guys posted on what I think about them and if I would recommend them. And they would probably be part of next week's recommendations. So keep an eye out for that, and please, follow or subscribe. I don't know how, different podcast websites work, so please follow so that you don't miss any episodes or any recommendations. Yeah, I'm still actually trying to figure out how to end these episodes. The first two episodes have been very like short and quick to the point, and I'm even like trying to figure out how to even format my own episodes since I'm still in the very beginning of stages and it's just me doing everything. So I'm kind of thinking like an intro and then the recommendations I have for that week and then an outro, but you know, I guess, I'll learn as I go and I'll see what you guys are, more liking, and I'll probably tune myself according to that. So, yeah, please, your viewers, your viewership is my feedback. So I will keep an eye out for those and see what you guys like and, post accordingly. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening to my recommendations and, just watch them and, hopefully you'll like them and have a good time. And, at least it would be great to just, pass time and just relax rather than you know, just be bored out of your mind. So, yeah, hope have a good time and thank you so much for listening. Have a good day. Bye.